Hello and namaste, yogis. Welcome to your midweek reset here with Chill Palm Sounds. It's Wednesday, and here we are together. Let's see. For those of you that have been in my class before on here, welcome back. And if you're brand new to me, my name is Allie. Welcome. We're going to go through about a 30-minute, short, sweet, fun, playful yoga flow with some breath work and ending in a nice, sweet Shavasana. So, for the month of May, all of these Wednesday wellness sessions are going to focus on the theme of play and curiosity. So, I invite you today to bring the flavor of playfulness into your practice. I think sometimes it's really easy to take our yoga and our meditation practice really seriously. And there's certainly a place for that. It is a discipline, it is a commitment, it is a practice, and it is serious. But we can also be serious about being silly and fun and inviting some of that lightness into the practice as well. Right. So, after all, so much of the practice is finding balance through like extension, lifting the heart, contraction, pulling the belly in, right? To find that middle space where we maybe have that flavor of kind of discipline and seriousness, but also play, curiosity. Curiosity is actually a wonderful thing to invite into our practice, especially if we've been practicing for a really long time, right? It's like going back to the beginning again of like, oh, can I get curious about what my body is feeling like right now? And maybe approach it in a way that allows it to be different than it ever has been before, right? Like going somewhere we've never gone before. Um, one of my favorite quotes as it relates to playfulness, and I sort of kind of play this mantra in my mind a lot, especially if I find myself getting a little too rigid or too serious about something, is like just get really serious about being playful, about being silly, like taking that exhale, lightening up a little bit, bringing in some fun. All right. So, with that said, whatever that brings up for you, let's go ahead and begin in a comfortable cross legged seat. And I'm sitting up here on my meditation cushion. You could just slide a pillow or grab a blanket, something to put under your seat, or nothing at all. If you just want to come right onto the ground, onto your mat, wherever you are, on your carpet, your kitchen, wherever you are in the world. So let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall and lift the crown of the head up, relax the shoulders down. And it might be helpful to lift the shoulders up towards the ears and then lower them down your back a couple times, inviting in some of that loosening up and down. You can even just kind of wiggle a little side to side. Maybe move the head a little bit left and right, looking up, lifting the eyebrows, little eye reset. Okay, and then just finding a nice still seat here. We'll bring one hand to the heart, the chest, sternum area, and then the other hand towards the navel center. Relax the elbows, close your eyes, soften your jaw. Take an inhale, fill up the top hand and the bottom hand at the same time. Try to really draw in and up. Feel the breath continue to rise and let it go up a little higher, like super, super high to where you can't inhale anymore. And then open your mouth and exhale audibly out. Good. Again, inhale, breathe into the lower belly. Let the breath rise high up into the sternum and the chest. Let it go a little higher, a little higher. Take in a little more air at the top. Hold, pause, and then open your mouth and exhale. Then switch the hands. So, other hand on the heart, opposite hand on the belly. And same. Inhale, breathe in. Deep, full breath. Let the lungs, rib cage, upper chest, shoulders expand. Breathe into the back of the heart. And open your mouth. Audible, deep exhale out. Good. Twice more like that. Big breath. Close the eyes. Soften your elbows. Inhale a little bit more at the top. And then open the mouth. Exhale. Good. One more here, and we'll get moving with our breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Now keep your lips closed here. We'll transition the breath to being in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, reach and extend your arms all the way up. Take a big breath in. Interlace your hands, flip your palms up towards the sky or the ceiling. Inhale, arch the heart up and back. Feel a little upper back bend. And then as you exhale, curl the chin to the chest. Bring your arms parallel to the floor and pull the belly back and in. Again, we inhale, breathe up. Little upper back bend, reaching up and back stretch. Good. As you exhale, contract in. Bring the arms parallel to the floor. Tuck your chin. Pull the center back, back, back. Good. Continuing like that. We inhale, we breathe in. Again, lips are touching, jaw is soft. The breath is traveling up through the nostrils and then out through the nostrils. Slow, steady, controlled breathing. Good. Now this time we'll inhale, gently rise back up through the center. And as you exhale, release the arms all the way down. Interlace your hands behind your back. Hug the hands together. Pull the knuckles downward towards the floor. Pull your shoulder blades down. Inhale, lift the chin up a little bit. And then exhale, tuck the chin into the chest and feel the back of the neck stretch, upper back stretch. Hold here a couple breaths. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Now bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder here. And chin towards the chest, left ear towards the left shoulder. And we're still interlacing the hands behind the back, keeping the arms softly traveling downward. Go side to side a few times, moving slow and steady. The chin towards the chest, the side of the neck lengthening. Good. So especially if you're a desk dweller, this should feel really nice. If your head, neck, eyes are kind of in one fixed, focused position for a lot of the day. Okay, then let's gently come to center, release the hands, and we'll transition onto all fours. Take your time. We'll meet on hands and knees. You can move your pillow off to the side. And all fours here, pressing the hands down underneath the shoulders. Nice, strong, statuesque arms. Pull energy up through the center. Just widen the shoulder blades, lengthen the neck. Good. Now inhale, arch, look up. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, round the spine, push down through the arms, tuck the belly, the chin in. Again, inhale, big breath in. And exhale, deep breath out. Good. Inhale, big breath in, looking forward and up. And exhale, contract and press all the breath out. Inhale, come to neutral spine, walk your knees a little bit closer together. Let's go ahead and lower down onto our left forearm here with the right hand directly across from the left elbow. Okay, inhale, reach and extend your right leg up and back. And then exhale, tuck the right knee towards the right elbow or the upper arm. Give it a little tap. Press into the hand and the forearm. Inhale, extend. Gaze a little bit forward. And then exhale, tuck and curl. Bring the knee towards the elbow or the upper right arm. Good. Let's do a few more like that. Inhale, breath. Extend, get light. Exhale, curl in. Feel the low belly lift, pubic bone rotate up. Knee lifting up towards the armpit. Good. One more. Inhale, extend. Good. Exhale. And curl it in. Hold. And then lower the right knee next to the left knee. Bring your right forearm down. And then walk the arms forward. We're keeping the hips high up, but we're dropping the sternum, forehead down towards the floor. Elbows are lifting up off the mat. Hands are pressing forward. Deep breath. It's like a baby downward facing dog. Good. Walk your hands back up, nice and gentle, hands under the shoulders. And this time we'll lower the right forearm down, pressing down to that full forearm, and the left hand directly across from the right elbow. Okay. Inhale, reach, extend left leg, gaze a little forward, feel your base. And then exhale, curl the left knee towards the left upper arm or the elbow. Inhale, reach and extend. Good. Exhale. Curl and round in. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, feel the base, and then see if you can get light from that foundation. As you exhale, try to curl in, feel a little energy pushing down into the floor. And one more. We'll inhale, extend. And exhale. Good. Curl in. Now we lower the left knee down, left forearm down, walk the hands on a Hatasana. Elbows are up. Forehead is down. You want to feel so much length through the sides of the ribs. Maybe even just wag the tail so subtly, side to side. Feel it all the way through the waistline. Good. Now let's inhale, walk the hands back up underneath the shoulders here. And we'll take the right leg, step the right foot up in between your hands. And it's okay if you need to lift your hand to do so. So here we have the right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up, bring your palms together. Reaching up into low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let the hips melt in a little bit. Good. Now feel the front of the belly lifting, sides of the waist lifting, reaching up. At the same time, ground the right heel down. Feel your strong base. One more inhale, breathe in. Good. Now exhale, lower your hands down, tuck your left toes under into the floor, pop the left knee up, strong leg, and then we'll twist right arm opening up to the right. Big inhale here. Hold it there. Exhale. You want to feel the outer right hip spiral down, front of the left leg pushing up and back. Okay. And then turning the rib cage up towards the right hand, right arm. And a little space in that right waist if you can. Good. One more inhale here. Breathe in. Exhale. Lower the right hand down. Lower the left knee down, and then we'll slide back into a half splits pose. So we're just straightening the right leg, curling the right toes up towards the shin bone. You might need a little bend in this knee. That's totally fine. Now come up onto your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. And then exhale, round. Bring your forehead in towards your knee. Pause here. Okay. Drop the shoulders. Head round in. Breathe. Invite in curiosity here. What's happening? What's happening here in this pose? Good. Now gently rebend your right knee. You can widen your hands a little bit and step your right knee next to your left knee here. Other side, left foot steps up in between the hands, right knee is down. So we're finding that nice low lunge position. Grounding into strong base of the left heel and ball of the foot. Push up, reach up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge pose. Again, so a lot of times what I see in this pose is just like a lot of sinking, big back bend, and that's beautiful, yeah, but we want to also draw in a little bit and up and feel some of that strength to bring that lightness, right? That sort of feeling of playfulness in the upper body. So it's this really beautiful balance of extension, but also engagement. So finding that space where those two things can come together and complement each other really well. Breathe in here. One more breath. And then let's go ahead and exhale. Place the hands down. Tuck your back toes. Lift the knee strong in that back leg. Ground the right hand here. Twist. We're lifting left arm up. And again, we want to feel like the outer seam of our left waist and hip is lengthening back, even rotating down just a smidge. Keep that there as you lift the left ribs up towards the sky, up towards your left hand. Breathe in. Good. Breathe out. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the left hand. Bring the right knee back down to the ground, and we'll shift back, walking the hands back to straighten out the left leg. Curl the left toes back towards the shin bone, towards your face. Half Hanuman. Inhale, heart forward, hips back. Exhale, fold. Curl and forehead towards the knee. And breathe. You can let out a sigh. right? Sometimes that alone, just a little extra noise, little extra exhale, invites in softness to the seriousness and the rigidity. Good. One more deep breath here. Wow, this is yummy for me today. Did a lot of deadlifts yesterday, so it's feeling bad. Good. Let's go ahead and rebend our left knee, crawling back into the low lunge. Now, this time you're going to tuck your back toes, a little bit of a different transition. Lift the right knee up, spiral the right heel down, warrior one pose. So we're going to rise up facing forward. You can create a little space to where your left heel is just off of center and your right heel is just off of center, 45-degree angle on the back foot. Sit down into the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, turn open into warrior two pose. Sit down into the left leg. Good. Flip your left palm up. Inhale, reverse. Good. And exhale, back to center. And straighten the leg. And it's okay. If you're on the other side, don't worry about it. And then turn the opposite toes out. Good. Turn the hips all the way to face the side wall, wherever you are. Warrior one pose, pressing into the back heel. Reaching the arms up, bending down into the front leg. Again, if there was an imaginary line right down your mat, you just want your feet just off of center of that line. So we're not on a tightrope here. We're just off of center to create a little more balance. Good. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Inhale, flip your palm up, reverse, stretch up and out of the waist. And exhale, back to center. Straighten the leg. Now turn to face the side or forward, wherever you are. It's hard to, I can't see you. So turn your toes in, pull your heels out. So we're slightly pigeon-toed here. We're going to interlace the hands behind the back. Strong in your legs, statuesque, powerful legs. Inhale, lift the chest up. And then exhale, you can bend the knees a smidge to fold forward. And drop in, let the arms come up and overhead. Now, if you can start to straighten the legs a little bit, go toward that. Move the back side of your pelvis, your sits bones up, and bring the top of the head, the forehead down. Good. 2 more breaths here. With your next exhale, lower the hands down towards the ground. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway. And exhale, lift your hands up towards your waist. And then press through strong legs. Inhale, rise all the way up to center. Good. Turn both your sets of toes out, pull your heels in, keep the legs wide. Inhale, take the hands to the heart. Exhale, sit down into goddess pose. So a nice wide squat here. Push your hands together so there's some energy here in your arms. Chest engages. Rotate the seat down, let the knees press back. And then find a moment to close your eyes and to find your inner smile. That's one of those other mantras I use a lot. It sort of comes in when I need it the most. Find your inner smile. It's usually when I'm not internally smiling that I need to remind myself to find my inner smile. And that too allows everything to just be a little lighter and a little more playful. Good. Now let's straighten the legs. And heel toe your feet all the way together to touch. You can step into standing position. I'm going to turn to the side here. Okay. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Take a nice big breath in. Maybe arch the upper back, reach up, reach back, reach up, reach back. And then exhale, arms wide. Fold forward over your legs. Inhale, place the hands on the shin bones. Lift halfway parallel to the floor, long spine. And exhale, plant the hands down, shoulders width apart, step back into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So it's about one of your leg lengths from your wrists to the tips of your toes. Big breath in and deep breath out. And one more here, inhale. exhale. Let's rock forward into a high plank pose here. So, top of a push up position, nice and strong. Inhale. Good. Hold it. Exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale. And then drop the knees. Let them widen a little bit. Sit your hips back to child's pose. Forehead down, elbows down. Take a moment here. Let the tip of the nose touch down onto the floor. Big breath in through the nose as you inhale. And then deep breath out, exhale. All righty. We're going to flip over onto our backs. So come up onto your hands and knees, swing your legs around, however it is easiest to get there for you. All right, go ahead and lie down. Bend the knees, place your feet hips distance apart, about 6 inches, maybe a little bit wider. And then lengthen the arms down by your side. Tuck your shoulders in and lengthen the tailbone down a little bit. All right, with the inhale, let's go ahead and lift the hips up. Bridge pose. Ground into your heels. Hip bones are reaching up. You can walk the arms underneath if you wish. Tuck them in. Interlace the hands like we did in that forward fold. Prasarita C. And then reach the knuckles toward the heels. But again, grounding into our heels, legs. Do you feel lightness in the upper back? Feel slight tucking of the chin in. One more breaths. Release the hands and reach your arms straight up to the ceiling. Curl the upper back, lift your heels as you inhale. And then ever so slowly, like you're giving your spine a massage, push the spine down into the ground as you continue to reach up. Oh, that should feel really nice. Lower the arms down. Hug your right knee into your chest. Interlace the hands around the front of the right shin. Extend your left leg down if that's available. If that feels like too much pull or pressure, you can bend the knee. Okay? And then here, try to bring the right knee up towards your right shoulder, maybe out to the side a little bit. Relax your shoulders down into the ground. Lengthen the back of the neck. Breathe here. And with each exhale, rather than you are gripping here, you're gripping on your shin, but see if you can like kind of find that balance of a soft grip, a strong, powerful grip without it like having claws. You know the difference. Yeah. Good. Now let's extend the right leg up and flip that interlace to the back of your calf here. And I want you to feel the balance of you're trying to pull your leg towards your chest, but at the same time, you're also trying to push your leg up and into your hands. So find that sweet, sweet spot right there where we're not just pulling, we're also not just totally pushing, but somewhere right in between. Relax your eyebrows and that space right in between your eyes. One more breath. Good. Bend the right knee and then gently release. Right leg next to the left. Good. Other side. Let's hug the left knee in. If you need to bend the right knee, place that foot down for a little extra support, especially if you have a lot of tightness in your lower back or your hips. That could help. Hug the left knee up toward your left armpit. Relax the shoulders. Feel a strong grip. And at the same time, meet that with that softness, that ease. Deep breaths here. Each exhale, inviting in a deeper, deeper pose. At the same time, melting into yourself a little bit more too, in a way that invites in that inner smile. And here we'll go ahead and straighten the left leg and flip the interlace to the back of the leg, the calf area. And you can play around like, okay, this is me pulling my leg toward me. This is me pushing it away from me. And then where is that sweet spot right in between here? Bend the knee into the chest. This time, lift your right knee up as well. So both legs in, reach towards the insides of your feet. Grab the soles of your feet. Happy baby pose. You can rock a little bit from side to side here, pressing the sides of the sacrum down. Oh, that should feel nice. Okay, come to stillness and just hold it here. Big breath in through the nose and then exhale out through the mouth. And then from there, gently hug the knees back into the center of your chest. Lift your forehead up to your knees, hug in, squeeze your whole body into a little ball. And then we'll exhale and lay our bodies flat into a nice shavasana. If you would like a prop here, like your pillow or your cushion under your knees, that could be delicious, just to soften up your low back a little bit more. You can also rock a little side to side just to find that just right spot where you're not going to be gripping. Your body isn't going to be fighting or tensing at all. Right. So sometimes that takes a minute to just find it. So give yourself that space. And then lower the arms down by the sides. Just wiggle the fingers around a little bit and let them drop. So you have these heavy yet open palms. Now close your eyes and let your eyelids get really heavy. As the eyelids get heavy, imagine that the space right in between your eyebrows, it has a white or a golden light just kind of expanding, radiating outward. And then relax your jaw, relax your cheeks, let your teeth part. Soften your scalp and your skull. Let the back of the skull get heavier into the floor. Imagine all the bones of your body, your whole skeleton, just releasing, releasing. And all the tendons and the connective tissue, the fascia, the muscles surrounding that skeleton, also relaxing and releasing. Let go of any controlled breaths. And soften the outer layer of your skin. Allow your body to be by itself. Your mind to become completely spacious and open. Feel the lightness here. Maybe a soft tingling all along the body. Feel free to stay here as long as you can. If you have a couple extra minutes to linger, that might be lovely. Otherwise, take your time to bend your knees and plant your feet down. Mm. Roll yourself over to one side and pause there. And gently press yourself back up onto your seat or your cushion. Hmm. If you're staying in Shavasana, just hang there. You'll know when it's time to come out. Okay. Sitting up nice and tall, just as we began. Deep breath in, open the mouth. Mm. And we'll guide the hands together up towards the heart center. Anjali Mudra. Bowing the chin towards the chest. We bow together humbly, with gratitude, with ease, with peace. Please take this sense of lightness, playfulness, and curiosity into the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and maybe even into the rest of your life. Bring your thumbs up towards your third eye, forehead center. Namaste. All right, namaste, yogis. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope that this was wonderful for you. Don't forget, if you aren't already, to sign up for the newsletter at chillpalm.com. And you can also find this recording and all previous recordings on YouTube as well. So you can go back and revisit them if you need a quick reset. All of our playlists are also on Spotify on the Chill Palm profile. And sign up for the mailing list so you can get all the information, all the offerings. We will be back next Wednesday at 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST. So have a wonderful rest of your week. And thank you again for joining us today. Namaste.